Well, this is just a short lecture about the 4 scales of measurement. And what is important here is that we have variables, things that can vary about a person. So let's say that some of you are in the military. What can vary? Well, you can vary by the sort of service that you're in. You can vary according to the rank that you have, and you can vary according to your annual pay, your pay rate. And each of these variables is different. First of all, we notice that we could never write nominal data. I mean, we could, but I mean, it wouldn't make any sense. We use words to describe nominal data. It's just which group are you in. And here in ordinal, we have some way to indicate that these things are ordered. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to do it like this. We would say, wait, you don't have them in order. We say, no, it goes in a certain order. But that's all that there is. There's an order. There is no meaningful information about how far it is from one group to the other in terms of distance. So the distance between E1 and E2, very minimal. I mean, what does it take to get to E2 from E1? You have to not get a DUI. You have to not run away. You have to finish your basic training. Same thing from going from O1 to O2. Don't get in trouble. Do what you're told. Learn your job. You're going to get promoted. But to go from E5, the distance from E5 to E6 is substantial, as is, I'm sorry, I should have said the distance between E6 and E7 is substantial. I know in the Navy, that's where you go to be a chief, which is a lot of responsibility, much more than E6, which is still a very substantial rank in the enlisted service. But there's a big difference between E6 and E7, and there's a big difference between E7 and E8, and there's a big difference between E8 and E9, and those distances are much greater than between E2 and E3. There's just an order there. Which one are you? Which one are you? And you can look at something like this, which might be misleading to you. You could have a variable that was just numbers in a row, and you know which one comes next, but there's nothing in there about distance, how much distance in there. So let's say you go to the Motor Vehicle Bureau and you take a number. It just tells you which one's next. But so let's look at it this way. Let's say that these are nominal data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which group are you in? I'm in group 1. I'm in group 2. I'm in group 3. The order is not important. It's just a way to name your group. Which one are you at the motor vehicle? I'm number 4. Oh, good, you come after me. And if I see you try to get ahead of me, I'm going to say, hey, you're after me. 4 is after 3. But is 8 twice as good as 4? Is 4 twice as good as 2 at the Motor Vehicle Bureau? No, it's just the next number. What's the next number? That's ordinal. But what if these numbers represent dollars? Oh, well, then, how much distance is there between $1 and $2? $1. How much distance is there between $2 and $3? $1. It's exactly the same distance every time. How many pennies do you have? I have 1 penny. Oh, I have twice as many as you. I have 2. I have 1 more penny than you. I have 3. And so interval ratio data, and there's really not a, you're never really going to want to know the real difference there. The difference in interval ratio data, these are real numbers now. $8 is a real number. How many dollars? I have 8. Oh, that's twice as many as 4. Yes, it is. 16 is twice as many as 8. Yes, it is. So If we want to say how can you have different types of data for being in the military, we can have nominal scale of measurement, that's just which group are you in. You can have ordinal, which rank are you, and you can have interval ratio, how much money do they pay you each year. And based on the type of data that you have, allows you to evaluate the data with certain statistics. And knowing what your data are is very, very important to choose the right test.